you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, July 30th, 2019, and I'm headed into work for the day. Looks like I'll be getting to work, supposed to be right at 8 a.m. We'll see if that actually happens. 23-mile one-way trip to work, so I'm driving about 50 miles a day. That would explain why my car racks up so many miles so quickly. Alright, excuse me. So, on the agenda last night, got home, we played some baseball. I cooked dinner for Grandpa and I. Just made some chicken breasts and made Grant pizza, a little frozen pizza. And had some corn on the cob. What else did we have? We had some salads. And I think that's about it. So I haven't told Grant yet the surprise, but yesterday I bought tickets to go to see the monster trucks Saturday evening. So for about 4 o'clock they open the doors. You can roam around, check out all the monster trucks and stuff. And then I think the show itself starts at 7. So I'm really excited to do that. We've done that. I know, was it the past 2 years we've gone and seen them? I don't know, I'm not even sure. I know we went, let me think about that. We went, who did we go with? I think we went to one of those with Vicky, so that would have had to have been 2 years ago. Now, maybe I didn't make it to the one last year. I don't know. I try to make it to the stuff on the week, you know, if it's happening the weekends that I have Grant. There's so many things that, like, we miss out on. There's Minecraft fair. There's always the local airport show or whatever it's called, where, like, it's more like an open house. It's not an air show or anything like that. I miss those because I never have them on those weekends. All kinds of stuff. So I'm just excited to get out and do some stuff with him. You guys know, if you've been watching this channel at all, I do quite a bit with him. So last night we played some baseball, and then we started watching Harry Potter #2. And Grant was so tired yesterday that he didn't even, he wasn't very engaged in it. He was just like, ah. But he did ask if when he grows up, if he can go to Hogwarts school, and if I could buy him a wand. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see here. Yesterday I spent some time going over the schedules and stuff. Grant's mom wants to swap weekends, so she wants to, what is it? She wants to swap the weekends at like the 18th and the 11th or something. So I'll have them for 2 weekends in a row, and then she'll have them for 2 weekends in a row. Now, she said she's going to be out of town or whatever, but basically that means, like, she's not going on vacation and she couldn't take the vacation on a weekend that she doesn't have him. Stupid. So I told her, yeah, I can swap weekends. But then I said to her, she also wanted to dictate the schedule for winter break. And she wants me to take the first week in January off while she takes the last week in December off. Or I'm sorry, no, vice versa. She wants January off and she wants me to take December. And I said, well, I'm out of vacation time. I'm like, I'd rather take that first week in January. And she's trying to plan a group vacation with the kids or some shit to go to Wisconsin Dells that they go to every year, and it's just stupid at this point. But we'll see what she says about that. So I emailed her, and I don't know. So no reply from her. So go figure. when it's something she needs, she wants rapid response and texts me, emails me, calls me, whatever. And then when I message her back, it's nothing. I got a lot to do today, man. I gotta try to get some editing done. Got to rack and stack some cables or some hardware, and then cable that hardware. I'm not gonna be able to get it all done today, so I don't know. Probably first thing I gotta work on is some editing. Luke is out of commission for the week during the days. He's doing certified ethical hacker training. So he's using like, I'm guessing like Kali Linux and a bunch of virtual machines and breaking shit and fucking shit up. So that's cool. And yesterday I started watching the Penn and Teller masterclass, and I was just laughing. I'm like, dude, this is fucking hilarious. You know, Luke's doing like work training, and I'm reading a book about Wiccan herbal spells. I'm watching a masterclass on how to learn how to do magic. And what else was I doing yesterday? I can't think. There was one other thing, and I was like, wow, I'm doing these few things, and he's like learning how to hack stuff. This is awesome. IT life, bro. IT. So, headed into work, though. I gotta take the highway for part of the way there. Today's Tuesday, so tonight we don't really have any plans. I don't know what we're gonna do. We probably play some baseball, maybe watch the last half of Harry Potter. We'll see how tired he is. He's going to a place called Enchanted Castle. I mentioned it before, but we went there with Grant's doing this for like a field trip for his summer camp. But we went there one year for New Year's Eve. We went there a bunch of times. We've gone there a few times. So it's a really, really cool place. They have go-karts and laser tag and golf, like mini golf. They have video games, bumper cars, and like they do like tickets with prizes and stuff. It's kind of like an old like Showbiz or Chuck E. Cheese pizza, but better, more nicer stuff. Like Chuck E. Cheese is more for like little kids at this point. Excuse me. So we're gonna go. He's going to do that today, but when we went for New Year's Eve, it was really cute. It was really nice. They had a balloon drop, and what else? We went there with Rochelle and Logan and Vicky and stuff, and that was when I was just like, wow, I wish I was with Rochelle, because Vicky was like passing out and tired and just like meh, and Rochelle was like all happy and excited, and it was interesting. I remember the pictures from that. Like, I remember Luke like, what is this? And like Vicky's in the back like, and she was always like not feeling well and kind of sickly and whatever else. Like, that was, I don't know, never really dealt with that before. It was like an old married relationship where like the chick's like, I got a headache, I can't do anything, like type of thing. And we weren't married, so very weird. So, yeah, I gotta run. Stay tuned for more. So, just a quick note about this Penn and Teller Masterclass. It's really cool. If anyone watching this is interested in ever learning magic, they teach some really cool tricks and explain it all in great detail that anyone can do. And it doesn't take like a huge budget. You don't need a ton of props. They teach some card tricks, some coin tricks, some rope tricks, and like cup tricks, and even like sleight of hand type of tricks and stuff. So they teach the French drop. They started out very simple too. They talk about using just crumpled up balls of aluminum with plastic cups, like red Solo cups or whatever. So it's pretty awesome, pretty cool stuff. And yeah, I even did a trick last night for Grant, and he like, I did it, and he like wasn't expecting it, so he's like, wait a minute, what was that? He's like, do that again. What was that? What do you call that? And I just thought that was pretty cool. So magic is fun because it kind of bends reality a little bit and kind of catches people off guard, and they're like, what? What was it? Like, what? How did you do that? Type of thing. So it's pretty cool. I got some practicing to do for all of that, of course, and stuff, but pretty fun, pretty cool, and I like it a lot, so, yeah. I got a couple other master classes. I got Sleep Hack 1, which I'm really interested to see if there's any new tricks or tips that I can learn for sleep hacking. I love stuff like that, like, I don't know, but, yeah. Booyah. Alright guys, so I'm just getting out of work for the day. Got something on my mind. So yesterday I had replied back to Grant's mom. She sent me an email or requested 2 weeks ago. She was trying to sort out the winter break schedule. She wants me to take the first week, or the last week in December, and she wants to take the first week in January. And so yesterday I replied to her email after going through all of this stuff and all of the calendars and schedules and all that, and I kind of figured out that I wanted the first week in January. So I told her that I don't have much vacation time left for the year, and that I would like to have her take the last week in December, and then if I take the first week in January, that would allow me to be able to take vacation days off of work and actually spend winter break with him or do something or whatever, be off of work with him. So I replied yesterday. So today she saw my emails and she said that, she said no. She said that she had already since then scheduled or got the time off. This is January 2nd through 5th. She had already correlated or booked a vacation with her neighbors, and they're also having the other kid that week. And because of that, she is taking that week. And I told her, replied back, and I said, well, you know, my initial email was to kind of get the dialogue going. It wasn't to tell her that she had to do what I wanted to do. But her response just infuriated me. She's done this to me multiple times. The last time that I can recall was with the karate thing. When I told her I didn't want him doing that, I did not agree with that. And she said, fuck you, I'm doing it. So I told her, I said, well, I don't agree with your schedule. You know, I said, in the meantime, we'll just continue with our normally scheduled time, and you know, we'll abide by the vacations or the holiday schedule, you know. So then she replied back and was kind of like pissy too, and she said, fine, that's all right, whatever, cool, all right. And then like 10 minutes after that she replied, well, winter break's a special break or whatever, holiday thing, so we're not going to abide by the normal visitation hours because I'm still pushing for that week that I want. So I replied back to her. I said, well, how about this? How about I get Grant for Christmas Eve and you get him for Christmas Day, which is flip-flopped. Every other year it alternates who gets him on Christmas Eve. So last year I had him for Christmas Eve, and this year I'm supposed to have him for Christmas Day, but not on Christmas Eve. Our whole family gets together on Christmas Eve every fucking year. I don't know why I didn't lock that in when we initially drew up all of this shit, but I'm a fucking idiot. So I told her, listen, you give me Christmas Eve and you can have your week. How about that? And she didn't reply back. I'm still furious because I know by the end of the year I'm not going to have any vacation time left. And it's going to be another break or whatever of not being able to spend much time with him. This happens every fucking time. Every time. I don't have extra time to spend with him this summer, like now. And I don't think I got to do anything last year either because she did the same shit. She took the first week in January last year. So, I don't know. I'm trying to work with her, but she didn't reply to my email. So if she's gonna be a fucking bitch, I'm just gonna write my lawyer a letter and say, listen, dude, like, here's the situation. what's the precedent if two parents can't agree on winter break? What do the judges usually do, or whatever? Do they just say, stick with your current schedule, or like what? Here's the kick in the nuts too, is based on the normal schedule. Let's say I said no, we're sticking with our normal visitation schedule and only adhering to holidays. I get him for New Year's. So New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I have him. And then New Year's, I want to say that New Year's Day is like a Tuesday or something. So then the second is like a Wednesday. So he would normally go to her on a Wednesday. That first weekend in January is my normal weekend with him. But I have to turn him back to her that like Wednesday before the weekend. So I mean, if she really wanted to be a fucking bitch, she could not give him back like that Friday. She could just like skip town, I guess. And that's where I'm stuck, because I was like, wow, that'll be her next move. And she'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever, okay, and then just not give him back, and then I'll be fucking driving around Wisconsin Dells on that Friday, trying to snatch and grab my own fucking kid. She tried to do the guilt thing, like, well, we already scheduled it, and that's when we're going. So do you not want him to go? And he'll know that we're going, and he'll know that it's you keeping him from going, and blah blah. I'm like, that has nothing to fucking do with me. First of all, we're not supposed to talk with our kid about any of our divorce stuff, let alone our parenting agreements or any of that shit. Second of all, when she put him in karate, I didn't know that they're going to be doing prayers and all kinds of other bullshit in fucking karate. I can't even take my kid to church because of our legal agreements and shit. It's fucking ridiculous. Unless she agrees to whatever, I can't do any of that shit. So I'm not sure what to do. If I don't hear back from her by like Friday or whatever, next week I'm gonna email my lawyer and say, dude, like, what are my options here? Because I don't give a fuck anymore. I'll take her to court ahead of time to try to get a court-ordered fucking holiday schedule. If I gotta do that every fucking year, I don't even give a fuck anymore, dude. Like, she doesn't realize. I don't even care. I don't even fucking care. Every time shit like this happens, every single time, another piece of me dies inside, dude. There's no other way to word it, no other way to put it. I just fucking die inside. And it's terrible. It makes me not want to settle down with another chick. It makes me definitely not want to fucking marry another chick. And for goddamn sure, it makes me never want to fucking have a kid with another chick. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I seriously, I have no fucking clue how people do this shit with like 2-3 baby mamas. They don't give a fuck. They're all for the part-time parenting, I guess. That's not me, dude. That's not me. So she wants to put it on me like it's my fault that Grant can't go on a vacation when I was trying to fucking coordinate with her, and she did all this shit without even consulting me or getting my feedback. And then she wants to put it on me. Fuck you. Fuck you. And tell our kid that he can't go on vacation because his dad kept him from going on vacation. Fuck you. How about, Grant, your dad wants to take you on a vacation for once? How about, Grant, I made it possible so that your dad can actually spend more time with you, because what the fuck? I'm so fucking furious over this shit. All she cares about is herself and doing whatever's convenient for her and fucking me over and then trying to make me feel bad about it? No, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. This is the same fucking reason I had to take her, well, she actually took me to court about the daycare stuff. She didn't understand that she had to pay for fucking daycare on my days. She's like, well, Grant's not going to daycare on my days, so why should I have to pay for Bob's days? Why would I do that? No, like, Bob's got to figure it out. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. We have a kid. We have a fucking kid together. You're kind of expected to fucking take care of him. Just like I would be. Fuck you. And when she tried to talk to me about this karate thing, unfucking real. I said, no, absolutely not. I don't want Grant doing that. She said, I'm sorry, I don't need your permission. We're doing it. I get there, Grant's doing fucking prayers and doing all kinds of other fucking shit. And I'm like, what is this? Yeah, that's just part of it, you know. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So then they put him in a competition. What's that about? What's he compete? Oh, he's just going to do the katas, which are like the memorized move dance things. I'm like, okay. Well, why is he strapping on fucking headgear and footgear and pads and shit? That's in case he decides to compete. I'm like, no, I don't want him fighting. I don't want him learning how to fight. No. Well, I mean, I don't need your permission for that. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? She totally fucking firebombed the baseball thing. Totally fucked that up. She doesn't give a fuck, dude. She doesn't give a fuck. She sits at home. She works from home. So guess what she gets to do? She gets to spend every day, all fucking day with Grant. She goes in the office probably one day a week on the day like that I have him. And she gets to spend all this extra time with him. Meanwhile, I'm working 3 fucking jobs. I have no vacation time. And she wants to fucking pull this shit instead of working with me. She literally said, oh, well, I already scheduled the time off. I already booked it. We're already coordinating it all with the neighbors, and you know I already told Grant. So I was just letting you know ahead of time so that you could figure out your end. I'm like, it doesn't work that way, sweetie. It doesn't work that way. No, I don't agree with what you're trying to do. The whole argument of, well, I already did all this work and all this stuff, so I'm just gonna take it. I'm sorry, that doesn't. I'm not that kind of a guy. No, that doesn't work on me. None of that has anything to fucking do with me. You don't schedule something until you know you're free. Well, we have the other kid too. Like, I don't give a fuck. What does that have to do with me? That doesn't work out for me. That works out for her husband and his ex. It doesn't fucking work for me, so fuck off. Well, it's just the way it's gonna work. No, I don't agree. I kind of have to agree with this. You know, the parenting agreement says for winter break that the days will be split somewhere in the middle, so we each get equal time or whatever. What she doesn't understand is we already have 50-50 time. So not counting the holiday schedule, like Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, not counting that, our time is already split. We're good. We're talking about something that's going to happen 5 months from now. And she's trying to establish a sense of urgency. Like, oh, you took too long to respond. I'm like, that's because it's 5 months from now. Like, what? Well, I already scheduled everything, so that's it. Like, we're good. I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. Like, we got to talk about this. No. So fucking furious, dude. I wasn't recording it. Here, I'll back up. That was a good throw. Wow.
I can make a ball inside that basketball. Want to see?
Nice throw. No, let's get going. I think we should get going. Oh, you want to do one? Just do one. Is that one of the kickballs you guys use?
Yeah.
Nice. Nailed it. All right, let's go, my dude.